Radio Infidel with Jared and Jay, bringing the facts, the truth, the light.
And good evening, folks. Welcome to Radio Infidel with the Soldiers of Odom, USA, Florida. You have Jay here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. We are live. And man, oh man, do we have some crap to talk about today. You know, we spend 3 or 4 hours a day just to put together like a 20-minute show. And just when we think we have it all together, somebody gets a case of the dumbasses that you want to take out back and shoot in the fucking head. And it's no different today. There's a post out there on our Twitter and Facebook land and, social media land. This stupid reporter, Brooke Baldwin at CNN, the Clinton News Network, she did an interview, and it got into, the big topic is Bill Clinton's sexcapades and throughout his decades of public life and whatever. But one of the they have a guest on. They have one from the left, one from the right. And when the one from the right, she was asking something to the effect of, do the guests think that it'll backfire Trump bringing up Bill's history? And when the Republican participant started bringing it up, she flips the fuck out and says, "Oh well, we're not gonna air Hillary's dirty laundry on the news, and she's a victim." A victim, my ass. Hillary Clinton has hounded, has done illegal things to these poor women that Bill have molested over these years. Are you kidding me, Brooke Baldwin? Have you fell into the fucking stooge brigade? A victim. You're a victim of being mentally retarded. How could you even say that, not only on the air, but oh my God, you are one of those ones that needs to be taken out back. And put down. There's a few of you here on tonight's show that needs to be taken out back and just put out of your misery. Brooke Baldwin, you win the Dumbass Reporter of the Week award. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, God. What's next? This Governor Martinez of New Mexico, who is too busy to attend Trump's first fundraiser. New Mexico has some of the most horrific unemployment rates, food stamp. It's crazy. These people that can't get on board to win this thing in November. You know, you guys are damning your political careers. It's beyond me that people like Paul Ryan and his little never Trump or I can't endorse yet, you are destroying your political careers. if none of you guys have been paying attention, the old guard of the Republican Party is dead. Gone. The new guard is now the Republican Party. And the new guard is tired of your fucking hidden backroom, smoke-filled bullshit fucking games that you play, thinking that you know what we feel and what we think. Because you don't. And it's obvious. Quite obvious. Anaheim rally for Trump. The Mexicans, the paid Mexicans, protesters, waving their Mexican flags. What's more insulting than that is, why'd you come to America? If you are so proud of Mexico and you want to wave that Mexican flag in America, go back to Mexico. I have some money. I will help you get a fucking bus ticket back to Mexico. It's just, crazy. Do you see anybody in Mexico waving an American flag? Fuck no, because who wants to go there? You cockroach motherfuckers came here. You came to America for something better. You better leave your fucking Mexican flag back where it belongs in Mexico. My God. Who's paying these fucking people? O'Reilly's on a witch hunt about who's paying these people. We got a piece down here about a sorry ass fucking Marine. He couldn't cut it in the Marine Corps. His name's McCoy. Last name's McCoy. So now he's a paid hitman for Hillary. How any service member in this country could vote for Hillary Clinton is beyond me. They must be paying you a lot of fucking money, Alexander McCoy, because I'm telling you what, we're going to talk about your little scam you pulled and got busted. You got busted on it. We're going to talk about it here a little bit in the broadcast. Anyway, moving on to immigration. The State Department, they have finally sped stuff up. Amazing. On May 24th, they cleared 225 immigrants from Syria in one day. More than they have done in a 3-month period of time any other time. The very day after, May 25th, another 80. Now, if you don't know, Obama's committed to over 10,000 Syrian refugees over the next year. And that's the floor. That's not the ceiling amount. He wants 85,000. That's the floor amount that he wants to bring into this country. Now, remember, it was just a few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Germany found 369 confirmed ISIS members in a group of a little more than 700 refugees that they took in. Now, don't you think that Germany has a good, if not better way to vet people than we do? After all, they're Europe. They're over there with it. But no, they brought these cocksuckers in, these fucking crazy-ass Islamic Syrians, brought them into their country, got them set up in free housing, free food, free everything, free, and found out 369 of them were tied to ISIS. Not that they knew about ISIS, not that they, had to launch with ISIS, but they were ISIS. Sadie barred the door, closed the fucking country down. This is insanity. We're so fucking PC that we're allowing our country. It's going to take another crusade to fix this fucking shit that Europe has caused. And our beloved fucking Muslim president, Obama. Well, I got news for you. As long as I'm alive, it's not going to happen. What's happening here, what's happening in Europe is not going to fucking happen here. Hang it in your fucking black ass, Obama. 85,000 fucking people. Are you insane? That's a fucking army. Okay, so if almost half of the people in Germany were ISIS members, half of 85,000, 40 whatever thousand, that means 40-some thousand of his goal are ISIS members. The UNHRC, the arm of the UN that deals with humanitarian, the refugees, in itself said in their report 75% of the people fleeing or seeking refugee status are men 18 to 35. Where are these so-called women and children? It doesn't pan out, guys. It just doesn't pan out. Use your brain. That's why I've been a Democrat all my life up until this last year and a half or so. I've seen the decline and the far push left, how far left the Democrat Party has become. John F. Kennedy is doing somersaults in his grave, I guarantee you. Man. Anyway, let's move on before I blow a fucking rod. Clinton email woes are getting worse and worse, by the way. State Department Inspector General released its report to Congress, stating that Hillary Clinton's private email server broke federal rules. Now, let's look into this. Here's a quote from the Inspector General. At a minimum, Secretary Clinton should have surrendered all emails dealing with department business before leaving government service, unquote. The report reads, quote, because she did not do so, she did not comply with the department's policies that were implemented and in accordance with the Federal Records Act, unquote. Stop right there. The Federal Records Act is a law. Law broke right there. All you people saying, oh, she didn't break any laws. She just did what everybody else did. No, she didn't. No, she fucking didn't. The report goes on to read, because she did not do so, she did not comply with the department's policies that were implemented in accordance with the Federal Records Act. Goes on to say, moreover, the Office of the Inspector General found no evidence that Clinton had ever requested or obtained guidance or approval to conduct official business by way of a personal email account on her private server, unquote. Oh man, just get the indictment done, be done with it. It goes on, the reason neither she or her staff sought out government support is pretty obvious in hindsight. Officials that spoke with the Inspector General confirmed that they would not have ever allowed Clinton to exclusively use a personal server for State Department business, citing potential obvious security risks. Hello. And of course, nothing out of the Clintons' camp right now. They're not talking about it. However, a campaign spokesman told the New York Times that her use of a personal email account was known to department officials during her time as Secretary of State. The spokesman also pointed out that the scope of the report extends beyond just Clinton's potential email indiscretions. Indiscretions. You broke a law. The Federal Records Act is a law. Quote, long-standing systemic weaknesses, unquote, have plagued how the State Department deals with digital records, and former Secretaries of State like Colin Powell also used personal email accounts on the job. Now, the key difference is Powell did not rely on a private email server, the way Clinton did. That dulling the direct comparisons between her action and his, which she's tried to say that all along. It's like, well, Colin did it. No, he didn't. That's not what he did. Under all these circumstances, I do not see myself how Mrs. Clinton can continue her bid for the White House. I just don't see how she could, in good faith, tell the American people that she is a viable, possible candidate for the presidency of the United States. Absolutely unbelievable. The Anaheim rally drew out its usual paid protesters yesterday. Mexicans waving the American flag, or Mexican flags. The question one is, who's paying these folks? Another story out there is Clinton hired guns to appear at the Trump